Overall, yeah, pleased with the effort. Realistically, I figured it would be somewhere in that category of score, but I just trying to get our team to understand it's never going to be about the other team. It's all about us. It's about how we're going to defend, how we're going to rebound, and how we're going to play with the tempo we want to play. I thought our second quarter was really bad, and I let them know about it at halftime, and they did a great job responding and came out in the third quarter and played how you wanted to play. And I think it was a wonderful night for our freshmen to get in there, make 2 baskets each. I thought it was overall, yeah. We went from having 8 turnovers in the first half to only 3 in the second half. So we adjusted. I thought our defensive intensity got raised in the second half, but don't worry, I'm not writing home to mom. Just so much on this. We got a lot of work to do, and in a short period of time to get ready for Toledo. So,
what would you say you've learned from this one after seeing them?
Well, I don't want to say learned, but it's the same question she asked me. But look, what we did this for was like, look, if Olivia Mullins needs to put on a uniform and shoot an air ball, let's do it right here instead of in an 8-8 game with Toledo, right? So get Liv's feet wet, get Shanti's feet wet, right? Get Carol Miller's feet wet. I thought heaven, hopefully. But that's what I learned is like they needed that. I thought Olivia especially needed that. I thought she was a little bit at the beginning. She got herself in there, got a shot, and I think it will really help her Wednesday. I think we are conscious of rebound effort. That's another thing I learned. And I still turned the ball over way too much. I'll tell you that. The 8 turnovers in the first half, I was ready to pull my hair out. But no, personnel-wise, I'm getting to know them, man. Every experience I have, I'm getting to know them more. And so I thought Carol Miller's response in the second half was much better. Micaiah Tynes showing up like that. Shanti Barnes with almost a double-double. Chloe Sterling with almost a double-double. And I'm learning more and more about Jamia and her efficiency. Jamia's like letting it come to her and really showing maturity to me. Where she's not it's not bad shots. It's like, yeah, that's the right one. And it gives me comfort knowing it's like, yeah, that's the right shot there. I think I learned a lot, Shane. I think I learned a lot.
Since you mentioned it, have you heard anything one way or the other about having at this point?
She actually called me this morning because she was going to be late to shoot around because of class. And when she called me, I was like, wait, this must be it. But no, I haven't heard anything. And I'm really hopeful.
Just getting, like you mentioned, kind of the freshmen in there and just getting a bunch of different players to get to play. How important is that just to kind of get them in a real game environment, knowing that they could have to step up at any moment in the season?
Yeah, I mean, I was glad to get both of them in. I thought Atiana was more nervous than Jada. Jada was giving me the eyes like the whole game. Like, it's like, look, I've had 28, 30 practices to do my evaluation here, right? I know you want to play in the game. Everybody does. We'll like work harder in practice, get a little bit more of our curriculum in your brain. But she's on the floor twice, played really hard. I give her a lot of credit, and I was blown away, Atiana. I mean, I had a little moment with myself just because I know Chris Williams so well. It's like, it's pretty cool. If she comes here as a walk-on, works her way in, hits 2 jump shots, like, pretty cool. But no, that was kind of the idea, right? Is like, what if we need Micaiah Tynes? Now her feet are wet, right? What if we need Amira Williams to play significant minutes? Her feet are wet, and right? What if we need Jada or Ati? And Ati does an amazing job. Ati doesn't make mistakes, man. She's like always in the right spot. She's always making good decisions. Other than her first nervous pass to Steph in the corner, which almost hit her in the face, I thought everything else was like just what I've seen in practice.
To come out and score 104 points in your first game and have all your players score, like, what do you think that says about your team?
Today it was. I thought after halftime it became about us versus like. I thought a little bit in the first half there was a little bit of like, let me get my stats, let me get my shots right early, quick, because how long am I going to play type of thing. I thought the second half we really played more together where we let it come, and I think we got some depth. I do. I'm learning that. Like, I've always wanted to get to 7 or 8 in a rotation, and I don't think that's going to be the case this year. So, I think it's good for us to feel good and feel like a little bounce before we get some high level competition in here. And no offense to EMU, but Toledo is a different level than that.
Have you watched Toledo yet, or gotten ahead of start on that?
You know what, Shane? I did. I broke one of my rules, and I've been watching Toledo for 2 weeks. So it was like I can't not do. I can't just cram this in. And I thought we were going with a specific game plan for EMU, which was, you can see we ran one out of bounds play, and we ran the same offense the entire. And I told our kids, no matter what, this is what we're doing, even if we win by 8. And so yes, I've seen Toledo quite a bit. They are, as good of a team as I've coached against. Period. They're smart. They make the right plays. They got great offense. They're smart on defense, man. They are like, they win a game in the NCAA tournament for a reason. Beat Iowa State on a neutral floor and then lose to Tennessee. And Tennessee was bigger, and kind of abused that. But, man, they're good. And they got a Player of the Year returned, which is like, if Kiki had stuck around, that's where we'd be. So it's going to be a big challenge. But I don't know. I'm gonna pick a game tonight, like one that maybe like mid-season, maybe like a non-conference game, because I've watched their last, I think, 7. And it'll keep you up at night. They're really good.
Can you talk a little bit about the energy just surrounding the team tonight? Obviously, like on the bench cheering, as well as just carrying that onto the court.
Well, yeah, I thought it started in the stands. I thought the crowd was awesome, and that's what I hope for. And I hope for a little bit more. I would love to have a full community event in this thing. I'd love to have 8,000 people at, not free tickets, but maybe dollar tickets or something. But I thought the crowd was into it. I thought they were entertained, and I thought our kids played hard, all the way to the end. And that's what I was trying to get across to them at the end was like, look, man, give me what you got for 2 minutes, and you can come take a breath if you want. And so that's what I thought really helped our defense was we bought into that idea. But it's good energy. It's gonna take that. And what I told our team before this game was every game, every competition you set up for, you're developing your identity. Like, who do you guys want to be as a group? Because if you come out here and you're a really tough team, all right, that's what people are going to say. Hey, man, JMU, they're tough, man. Are you a really disciplined team? Are you a team that plays really hard? Are you a emotionally, positive emotional a team? What are you, right? Show who you are. And I thought we did that. Minus the second quarter, which I didn't like how we played. I thought we did that for 3 out of the 4 quarters.